Okay, guys, so we are going to make the easiest squash dish ever in the entire world. This is something that I make a lot in the summers. It doesn't require having an oven. It requires whatever vegetables you love. So I have a summer squash and a zucchini, a cucumber. I have some tomatoes, a lemon, a shallot, and some parsley. And this is from a recipe I made yesterday. And I also have a can of chickpeas because I'm going to add some chickpeas in for like some protein stuff. Cool. All right. So you guys are welcome to cook along, to cut along, to work along. I see that Alex is, are you at school or at home?
I'm at home.
You're at home. Okay. I was like, that is a nice kitchen for school. So we're going to like just cook along. And this can be modified in whatever ways that you want to, make. Like, say you have some like asparagus, like you can eat asparagus raw. It doesn't have to be cooked. If you chop it up really small and then throw it into a dish, you can eat it cooked or not cooked. So you can sort of make a really nice cold squash dish, and it's very healthy. And you can have it with, I like having mine with like pita bread. Like you can scoop it and eat it that way. So here's the other tools that you're going to need. I call this my compost bowl. This is where I put like stumps of stuff. So then I can throw it into my compost bin. And then you're going to need a bowl and a knife if you want a knife. All right. So what kind of vegetables do you guys have? Anya.
I have the same thing as you. A summer squash, cucumbers, zucchini, tomatoes.
Nice. All right. So basically, you can do things however you want. I do a light peel on my cucumbers. So I keep some of the skin on. I just think it looks cooler. The other way you can do cucumbers, I think I learned this from like Emerald, was you take a fork and just sort of like rough up the edges and then just cut it, kind of makes it look cool. So you can do, I'm doing this with the zucchini. And you can just sort of like scrape the edges of the zucchini, or you can take the peel off. It depends on what your flavors that you enjoy. So I am going to start. So this is how I cut my zucchinis. I mean, my cucumbers. I do this. I cut it in half. And I don't particularly like the seeds. You can keep the seeds in. I don't like the seeds. So I take the seeds, I take a spoon. If you have a grapefruit spoon, it's easier to use because it has like harsh edges. But I scoop out the seeds of my cucumber. And you don't have to cut out the seeds of your cucumber. It's just something I do. And then I cut it in half again. So this is like a fork, like cut. Yeah, you cut it in half, then you scoop out the seeds and cut it in half again. And basically you're just trying to make little, and then you just chop it on up. And so it kind of makes like little, like circle-y thingies, and then pop it into a bowl. You're going to do that with all of your cucumber. And you can put in this, like if you have celery or carrots or what other kind of squashes and stuff. Peppers are great to put into it. I'm making a spicy basil pad thai tonight, so I don't have any extra peppers for it, but peppers would be awesome to put into it. So you chop up one squash, pop it on in. I'm going to take my zucchini, and I like scrape the edges with a fork to make it a little more decorative. And you can decide if you want your zucchini as circles, you can cut it as circles and just pop it on in, or if you want it to be more bite-sized, so you can just eat this without a knife. Just again, just.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
We really made anything with squash before, so do we take off the peel or do we not?
It depends on what you want. I tend to keep part of the peel on, but not all of it. Mm-hmm. So I will take like, I'll do this. I'll have a peel here, and I'll take this, and then I'll rotate it a little so there's a thumb length away, and then do it again. So I just have a little bit of the peel on. So it just depends on what you feel like eating. You can definitely eat it. It's not like poisonous.
Okay.
Okay. Then you're just gonna chop up your squashes. You chop up all of this. And Alicia, is zucchini called something else in India?
We don't have zucchini. It's usually imported.
Right.
But we do have like backyard, which is called lauki.
Okay.
And a few other vegetables that fall under the cucumber category. But
yep.
We don't really use zucchini itself or squash.
That's what I thought. I was looking up different vegetables in different countries, and I know different things are called, like we call it cilantro, but I also know it's called like coriander. Like right? Same thing. All right, with my summer squash, I take off like the seeds in the front because I don't like a ton of seeds. If you like seeds, though, they're not going to kill you. You can eat seeds.
I feel like onion's really good for your immune system, so I'm just gonna include what is it, the red onion?
Perfect. Yeah. Red onions are wonderful for flavor. I usually have red onions. The onions in my house right now are either sprouting. So like, you've seen sprouted onions, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have one that is literally sprouting right now, and then I have a bunch of shallots. So I'm adding some shallots in. Ooh. And I like shallots because they're a lighter flavor. Mm-hmm. And so once you chop up your squash and put it on in, chop up some onions or shallots or whatever the spicy flavor is going to be. So I have my shallots cut in rings, and I'm just going to pop it in. So to separate the rings a little and pop them on in. So this is kind of where I'm at right now, where I have nice yellow and red vegetables all mixed together. And next what I'm going to do is I'm not going to take all of these. I'm going to take a handful-ish of, these are grape tomatoes. But you can use whole tomatoes too, whatever tomatoes you have. And just cut them in half. Or if you have a whole tomato, slice it on up. So cut it in half. Pop them on in. This is going to be so good. Now you see, my mom always says, eat your colors. So you'll see we have red and yellow and green and purple all mixed on in here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a half can of chickpeas. I'm going to drain them. I'm not going to use the whole can because I actually ran out of hummus, so I had to make some more hummus. Now I'm just going to sprinkle some chickpeas in this as well. So now you got some chickpeas and some tomatoes and all the good stuff in there. How's it going for everybody? Cheers at Addison. You guys are chopping away. Mm-hmm.
I'm already done with my salad.
You're all done with your salad?
I'm done. Because it's a salad. It's simple.
It's a simple salad.
You gotta have to. You want to see it?
Yeah, let me see. Oh, beautiful. We got some lettuce in there. So once you have every vegetable that you want in your salad, you can take a lemon. Where's my lemon squeezer thing? You can take a lemon, and just squeeze it on for some flavor. So cut in half, put some lemon flavor onto it, and then you can add some salt. And I have Himalayan rock salt, I think it is. Add some salt.
Is Himalayan salt like healthier or have more vitamins?
It was on sale at Target.
Oh, it sounds fancy. I haven't used that.
It's I think it's much better than ionized salts. Those are very bad for you, but like those are the most like found in the industry. So a lot of people.
That makes sense.
The process is different and it has more minerals.
Okay.
Different minerals, not necessarily more. You can get salt from any place in the world, and it has a little bit different flavor to it.
Yeah.
The brininess of it, how it's processed, and you can get salt from St. John's, you can get salt from Spain, you can get salt from France, and it's all processed differently. So one of the fun parts of doing that is that you get to taste the earth from different places of the world. Some are, some are by the ocean, some are up in mountains, some are on lakes, salty lakes. So they all taste differently and they all have different mineral contents. And they're all processed differently. They're not processed the same way. Some people let the salt, you take the salt out and you let it set on the beach and dry naturally in the sun. There's all different ways of doing it. It's the salt makers love making salt, and salt was considered currency at one time. It was as valuable as gold, just like sugar was as valuable as gold. That's why the Louisiana coast is called the Gold Coast, because sugar was more valuable than gold. It's a good question, Isari.
Thank you.
A very short answer that could be very, very long.
I just know for baking different breads and stuff, I have different textures of salt too, but I have no idea what. Like I have big flaky salt, and I have rock salt and stuff like that.
Okay.
So add some salt. Add some. So do you see the device Asari is using? That is the most amazing device in the entire world.
Yes.
It is how you can easily squeeze a lemon. Juices out. Mine is missing. So then put some lemon juice in, a little bit of olive oil in there, and some salt, some pepper. I'm going to add some rice vinegar to mine because I like having that little bit of zip to it. Then you just sort of scoop. You can if you let the whole dish sit for like a half hour, the juices sort of come together. It's always better the next day. But it's also delicious the first day. So then once you're done, just scoop it into a bowl and grab a fork and enjoy it. Alex, how did yours come out?
Good. I added some basil to it and olive oil.
Man, look at all of these vegetables Alicia's cutting up.
No. That looks good. What are you using, Alicia? Peppers?
Yep.
Nice. Bell peppers are delicious.
Cutting vegetables is very, very meditative.
Yes.
And what I love about this is that it can be a lunch or a dinner meal, or it could be a side to something as well. Like you could have a soup and a salad.
True. So colorful. I love colorful foods.
The summer squash with the lemon juice and salt was pretty good, but I put it in my lettuce. It wasn't that. That wasn't good.
So
Thank you.
congratulations. Ooh, what is?
Peri peri powder.
Ooh, some curry powder.
Peri peri powder. Peri peri powder. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What is that? What does it taste like?
It's spicy, very spicy. I think it comes from like the Middle East, but it's very spicy, and my family won't eat anything unless it has, spice in it. Even I don't eat because we're used to eating not bland food, so
Yeah.
I just had a little bit.
Um,
I'm gonna add crushed peppers.
I recently got this stuff. It's umami seasoning from Trader Joe's, and I've been putting this in things too to give it a little flavor.
Cool. Everyone ready for a picture?
No, we still got the wide school working.
Oh yeah, you guys working? All right. We'll take two. We'll take one now. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Alex, you gotta hold up your food.
1. Oh yeah, hold up your food. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, Clark. Oh no, we had to do a wrap up, don't we? This has been an adventure in cooking with squash. Thank you all for joining us in this adventure of squash cooking. We hope you enjoy these recipes and cook along with us.
Learn more by visiting bigpictureliving.org.